versus the AirPods. That's my problem with the AirPods is they're not a bad product. Just sound. I want more out of the sound quality. It's good enough, but it's not like what I want for 150 bucks. Because like I think the Beats that I have that were like 90 bucks sound the exact same to me.
So I think
You
the
just
sales.
have to, like the cord around your neck, you know.
So
But
I
I'm
think
okay with
I think the sales rep that sold me the phone. I don't know. I think I might be overthinking it, but I think she might think I'm racist. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that later on in the show. But welcome to the show, everybody.
You are, so
Whoa.
I don't know why.
Whoa. Hold that confirmation.
I just thought he was. No, Kevin Spacey jokes all done and gone now.
Wait, was Kevin Spacey racist too?
I don't know, but he was gay.
Yeah.
I choose to live my life as a gay man.
Sorry, that whole fiasco will never lose being funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the show. There was nothing that happened in the news this week.
Slow fucking week, boys. Slow news week. Holy shit. There's not much to talk about. So I guess I've prepared a story. I've prepared a story. I've been thinking on it. I've told it a couple times, refined it in some bits and places. But it's the story about how I got my new phone. We'll get into that after news, but how's everyone doing this week? How's everybody's week? You guys have a good one?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yep.
I don't think Alicia's moved in like 5 minutes. She's
looking at stuff.
Just been sitting there.
Looking at shit.
It is NAB week almost finally, so I'm happy about that.
What the fuck is that? What?
It's National American Broadcasters or something like. It's a big trade show for like cameras and more fancy production cameras. But I always kind of pay attention to it in the hopes that more companies release more cameras and make other cameras cheaper.
Dude, just get a red.
Yeah, nah. If I'm gonna spend that much, I'm gonna go Airy.
Whatever happened to the red phone?
It's still shit.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I used one for like an hour once. It's literally like the worst phone ever. The camera on it's so fucking bad. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember they were touting it as like the greatest thing, like all red shit. That's another company that I think made a decent product once, but they just get by on their fucking name.
They still do make some.
Okay, at the price.
At the price, yeah. Like most of their cameras are still really cheap, actually, if you compare them to an Arri Alexa. But the problem Red has is like they put out too many products, so they don't do enough quality assurance, basically. So like they'll try to run out like 3 camera bodies a year instead of just making one really good one. So like they just randomly die.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
like,
sense.
Cool. You bought a $1,300 camera body that might just randomly turn off and die.
Oh man, so Jerry's getting into cameras, guys. That's all I've fucking seen in every chat that I encounter him in is just talking about fucking cameras, and it's like it's like another language.
I used to be a long time ago, and now I'm like feeling that itch again now that I'm moving, because I'm like, I'm gonna move across the country with someone. I guess I should get something that can actually record that better than my phone.
Like, I don't know what the fucking M50 is, but you need to calm your shit about it, dude.
Dude, it's bizarre. It's a Canon camera, and it feels like a Chinese ripoff.
Okay, well, you need to cool your shit. Really, like, the biggest news I saw was actually gaming news this week, which is weird. The rest of the news cycle has been just recycling the shit from last week and trying to find new spins on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any update on if that kid is actually that
he is
one
not.
that got not?
He is not.
Why would he make that shit up?
What?
I don't know. That just came out like 2 hours ago. That FBI is saying he's not.
What are we talking about?
Someone was claiming to be Timothy Pitzin, who was
Who
a
was that?
boy who went missing in 2011.
Hmm.
And now there's a guy claiming to be him, some teenager or something.
I should know about this. Why?
It's all over the news today.
That's been the news today. That's how exciting this week has been.
The news that I saw all day was that the Mueller aides claimed that the report shows Trump, like, still implicates Trump in a lot of shit. Even if the Attorney General
But why would we
exonerated
get
him.
this? Why would we get to read it?
Yeah. So apparently, that is a big piece of news that hasn't really been covered at all. But every section of the Mueller report had a summary at the end of it with the intention for it to be released to the public.
I don't want the summary. I want to see the real thing.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean,
I want both.
the summary is to help people, I don't know, gather, I guess come to help them see how he came to the conclusion that he did at the end of each section. I don't know.
And then it's also that, like, how long is the report, isn't it?
75 or 85 pages or some shit like that. So it's a lot of pages. Yo,
I want to see the thing, but
I'm
yeah.
on. Alisha, you read the Mistborn series, right? You're the one that read it?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Dude, it's getting good. It's getting good.
I should reread it. I've read the Wax and Wayne series. That's a part of it too. That's like
That's the
spin-off.
the sequel, like the
Yeah.
400 years in the future. Yeah, I might start that. I need to read Elantris still. So I'm probably gonna do that after I finish the third book. But it's so good. Is it 400 pages? Fuck, it might be 400 pages. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the amount of pages in reports and shit. That shit gets up there.
I know I have it in paperback, the Mistborn series, but like I have it where it's like one really thick book with like the first few books of it. So it's a long read.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's taken me like 2 weeks to get to the third book. Okay, so I guess going off of Reddit, the biggest news of the week has been that Trump's effort to open the Arctic to oil and gas drilling has been ruled illegal. Theresa May's Brexit deal fails to pass for the third time. The U.S. is going to run out of avocados in 3 weeks if Trump closes the Mexico border.
That was Reddit news.
More measles.
Biden.
I don't really like avocados.
I don't either.
I'm not. It just doesn't really. I'm not.
I like guac. I really like guac.
I used to hate both, but no.
I like if I go to a restaurant and they make like the fresh guac like right there at the table, like I'm good with that. But like if it's like smashed up, if it's like paste, like avocado paste that they call guacamole that you buy at the store, no.
See, that's what I'm worried about because I love going out to Mexican places.
You are racist. I knew it.
Yeah.
Dude, New York is gonna be so pissed.
Dude.
we have like so many people that like eat avocados here. It's ridiculous. Like, they're everywhere, and like the ridiculous giant ones that I'm like, how is that even an avocado?
Okay. Also, more big news. The White House apparently doesn't believe Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Yep, saw that.
That's lovely.
Yeah, a record 20% of Russians say they would like to leave Russia. More anti-vaxxers' kids are getting sick with measles.
Also,
like I don't want anything bad to happen to people's kids, especially since they didn't have a choice in it. But part of me is like, see what happens. There's like some Schnakenfruit there.
Yeah, I agree. Also, apparently, when was this? This was today. The FBI director still hasn't gotten to read the Mueller report.
Yeah, and the House Judiciary Committee has approved a subpoena for the full Mueller report. I guess they're calling it a vote that is drawing the party lines. I don't know. I don't know if they're saying that it draws the party lines or that it's crossing party lines. Either way, I mean, there's not much to say on the news. Vaccinate your fucking kids, people. Like, even if
Yeah.
you're one of those people that believes conspiracy theories and, like, believes all that shit, it's different, like, thinking the world is flat. It's different thinking that forests don't exist. It's different thinking the moon landing didn't happen or that 9/11 was an inside job than putting your children at risk because of your personal beliefs. Like, no. Just
Putting other people's children at risk.
and other people, the rest of the world's fucking children at risk. At one point, measles was eradicated. It was a fucking disease that did not happen in the United States.
Yep.
It was.
Yep.
So
But,
just
hey,
come on.
We gotta.
Fucking vaccinate your kids, people. Vaccinate your fucking kids. What else can we
be
say?
like clerks, dude. You gotta be taking it back.
Yeah. What else can we say about the news?
Also across the pond, there's a full investigation in Britain's military because apparently some of them were using pictures of Jeremy Corbyn as a shooting target.
Yeah. I don't know who Jeremy Corbyn is, though.
The opposite Theresa May.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So it would have been like,
You can't tell me that the hee-haws here didn't have fucking Trump targets. Or didn't have fucking Obama targets.
yeah, it basically would have been like that, or like they have McConnell. They have Mitch McConnell's just face as a target.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds nice. I don't know what it is, but I have this deep-seated hatred for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just by virtue of her job, but I have this deep-seated hatred anytime I see her, and I fucking it's a visceral hate. It gets deep in my gut.
I think it's partly the job, but then it's also partly like
the amount of enthusiasm she has for doing the job.
Yeah, it's like how enthusiastic she is to be like, no, the Earth is flat.
It's weird.
It's flat. Okay.
It's weird how, like, I mean, I guess it's fitting that this Trump administration has a person that's their spokesperson that just looks so full of spite. She just looks so spiteful. Holy shit. It's unpleasant. The way that her fucking brows furrow and her face is in this permanent scowl. God, she's fucking... I'll be the first one to judge someone physically. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take that high road and be like, oh, you shouldn't judge people by what they look like, unless they look like Sarah Huckabee Sanders, right? Like that should be the limit. Like when you can see the amount of shit that they've scowled at on their face, it just, I don't know.
Maybe she just has like shit always on her upper lip or something like that, and she's always smelling shit, so she's always got this like look on her face like
tinfoil hat time. She purchased her human suit from the same person Ted Cruz did, and it doesn't fit properly.
Yep. It's just uncomfortable all the time.
It's uncomfortable all the time. It's chafing her, causing her to scowl more, causing it to emphasize the scowls that are just natural from a poorly fitting skin suit.
I'm going with that one.
There you go. No, she looks the way she does because she's made of bad genes. Oh, man. She just, I don't know. She's... And my hatred of her is I probably have never heard her speak because the TVs at work are always on mute and like captioned. But just seeing the mannerisms that she speaks with, my hate for her is purely superficial. Purely super. She could sound like motherfucking Goose, and I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't care because I hate her so much just by the way she looks.
I can dig it.
It's so weird.
You know, I'm not even gonna judge you for that.
At least I own it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we do? What else can we talk about?
Oh, apparently Julian Assange is about to be expelled from Ecuador.
Oh shit! I wonder which other South Korea.
Well, no,
American
Ecuadorian embassy in London.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. I'm surprised they let it go this long. I mean, what are we talking? This is how many years are we talking now?
2
6?
years?
No, it's been longer than that.
In Ecuador, I thought he was like hopping around, like John.
No,
McAfee.
he's in the embassy.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Ecuadorian embassy in London.
How long has Julian
But I thought he was in Russia or something for a while.
Assange been in the embassy?
I feel like that would be its own.
He's
website.
been in the embassy since the 19th of June 2012.
Wow.
That's what I said. I was like 6 years. Yeah. So I'm surprised that it's been going that long.
Yeah, that's I'm in it.
I mean, how long can you claim sanctuary in a foreign embassy? You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
The fuck was I gonna say?
Got to kind of admire the balls, though.
I mean, it is a ballsy move.
Mm-hmm.
Hiding in an embassy for 6 years? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Saudis say that's what Khashoggi's doing. He just hasn't come out of the embassy.
Yep.
No.
He's still there.
Yeah, just been hanging out.
Hanging out. He loves Saudi Arabia so much he just doesn't want to leave the embassy. All right. That's it for the fucking news. Let's be real. There's not shit for news this week.
Yeah. Oh, except the Senate's now blocked the resolution to release the Mueller report for the 5th time.
And Nipsey Hussle got murdered.
And Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, I forgot about that. But not many people know who that is. He wasn't really a big name, even in like
Grammy nominated.
True, but there have been some off the wall Grammy nominations too.
Ooh, also a really weird Facebook Nigerian print scam.
Nice. What's this one consist of?
Apparently they're just stealing their people's daughters and selling them as child brides on Facebook.
Oh, sick.
How does that work?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't even understand how you make that work.
So
you guys want to hear about the some of the games I've played at PAX East?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more exciting.
Fuck it, let's go.
Week's news.
All right. So one of them was kind of a strange idea, but it was really well executed. It's called Bee Simulator. You are a bumblebee and you are flying around.
Dying?
You're avoiding dying. You're trying to avoid dying, but like you're flying around, like collecting pollen.
You're
and
watching your colony collapse thanks to Monsanto.
Friends, yeah, something like that. But yeah, that one was like
you
really
sit around
ridiculous.
a table and your friend goes around spraying fertilizer in everybody's face while each person passes out once per turn.
And then there's this other one that was pretty cool. I didn't get to play it, but I didn't end up wanting to actually play that one because like everyone would be watching from like big screens and shit, and I'm pretty sure I'd die a lot. But it was called Splitgate. It's basically like Halo meets Portal.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it's PvP, like 5-man teams. You go out and you try to kill the other team, but it's like very similar in style as Halo, except for you get to use portals, and like you can use portals in your combat. Like you could set up a portal where, you know, the person comes around the corner and there's your portal, and you shoot into one end and like hit them through the portal, or yeah, just pop up behind them or something like that and like take them out. But yeah, it looked really interesting, like really well done. I guess it's in beta testing right now, so I totally signed up for the beta. I was only there for a day, and there was a lot of lines, but got some cool swag, a lot of Nintendo related stuff.
Nice.
Smash Brothers tournament, and like got this like cool like Smash Brothers like thing that I'll never ever wear, but you know, whatever. So many pins. I got some sweet new dice. Ridiculously stoned.
I had to get out of the dice game. I was spending too much money on fucking dice.
Yeah, I kind of spent like $90 on this set of dice, but they're awesome. So I'm not upset about that. Yeah, no, they're like they take a bunch of rock and they crush it up, and then they basically use resin to all the rocks back together.
And Metro, I don't know where Concrete is. The last show was an anomaly. When he showed up for the show, it was a fucking.
Oh, was he here last week? I missed him.
Oh, wait, no, that's Graham's friends. They're trying to ask where Graham is.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. But no. Yeah. Concrete showed up last week. It was a fantastic. Yeah. It was a fantastic surprise.
It was wonderful.
A fantastic show.
Okay, Bee Simulator looks actually a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, Bee Simulator looks decent for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I
they
checked
did a great
it out,
job.
and I went.
No, like the graphics are actually really good.
I was like,
yeah, they did a great job on it.
This actually looks like the type of game I would like to play.
There's a VR game I ended up playing too that was fun. It's like a puzzle game basically, like Escape the Room, except for a single player, and like the first level of it, you have to like figure out how to get up this elevator and like find basically there's like this flashlight you got to go find that actually is a key to get the elevator to go up, and then you get to this room and there's this random box.
Spoiler alert, dickhead.
And I'm not actually like spoiling much. It's just the first level. It's the only level I got to play. Time ran out. The line was too long.
It's the only level there is.
No. The game's on. It's free. It's on Oculus and a bunch of other things already. Like he's like, come back and play the next level if you want. Like, yeah, don't have time to stand in line again for that. But it was fun. It was definitely fun, and interesting and stimulating. Yeah. No, there was some really like cool cosplays there, but my favorite, which was the most simple one, and I kept seeing this guy everywhere. He's just walking around with a sign that says free shrugs instead of hugs, shrugs. And then every time I saw him, I just looked at him and I shrugged, and he shrugged back, and was just like whatever. But it's funny, and it was a silly gag. Yeah. My feet were fucking sore though, man, like ridiculously sore afterwards, because it's just concrete. Yeah. So if you're not wearing the right shoes.
No, you always got to think about footwear at any con. Just footwear.
Yeah, I was wearing like these foam Skechers shoes, so at least that like helped. But you don't sit much. Not unless you're testing out the chairs that are on sale.
I like gaming chairs. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to get a new chair now, and a proper gaming chair.
I really like gaming chairs. They can be super comfy. Because they're meant for sitting in for hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a shitty IKEA chair. I love it.
This one isn't.
You just got to get the right IKEA chair, because I went and tested like 30 chairs before I bought this one.
This was the best one that they had, I think, in terms of like it was.
Why did it have a donut on the seat?
No, I wish. I'm sitting on a pillow.
No, they're really expensive ones. I think are trash. Like, seriously, I think the best one at IKEA is like the $60 one or whatever.
Dude, I will never understand those $1,200 fucking office chairs.
But like they have some that are like 300 that are ripoffs, and I hate them.
I would be okay with getting a knockoff Ames chair. Those chairs are beautiful.
I've never been to IKEA.
Really?
I realized
you
that.
should go sometime.
Never been.
I mean, it's not that exciting, but it's
I don't know if there's
nice.
any IKEAs down south in the south. Possibly when I go to Germany, I'm pretty sure there'll be IKEAs
Yeah.
nearby at least. But no, never been to an IKEA.
There's one in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was
Really?
gonna say I'm pretty sure there's one in Atlanta.
Never been.
If you go get the lingonberry or whatever jam while you're there,
Fuck no. That
it's
sounds
so good. It is so good.
that sounds like something that hangs off the body.
You know,
Supposed to be one
It's just
coming to
a-
Marietta too.
it's jam.
Marietta's essentially Atlanta, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we have two micro centers within like 40 miles from each other because
Mhm.
Atlanta's such a large metropolitan area.
Yep.
It's nice.
How far from Atlanta are you?
About 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll be an hour away from IKEA. I'll be happy.
And fucking micro center.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So about my new phone.
Yeah, let's hear it.
About my new phone, right? So my wife broke the screen on her phone a couple weeks ago, and the whole time I've been like, "We'll get you a new phone. We'll get you a new phone," and then we just never went to the store. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna surprise this bitch. I'm gonna get her a new phone without her knowing." So I go into the store, and I'm like, I was putting it off because I thought that her line, I like I got a text on my phone saying like, "Oh, you're due for an upgrade soon." So I was like, "Shit, I'll just use my upgrade, get her a new phone. My phone's fine as fuck." So I show up and I'm like, "Hey, I got an upgrade on my account. I want to get this new Galaxy S10 Plus." And they look at me and they're like, "Your line does not have an upgrade." Cool. Where the fuck did that text come from? My wife's line's eligible for an upgrade. So I go, all right, let's see that S10 Plus. And she goes, but your LG phone, if you trade it in now, this is why I got the LG phone, why I stuck with LG. They're like, if you upgrade to the LG V40, they'll pay your phone off completely and you'll get the LG V40 and just start making payments on that. So I was like, well, shit, that's $250. Oh, sure, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they go back to get the S10 Plus. They come out with 2 boxes. And I go, there's 3 lines of the S10. I don't know what they're doing. They got the S10e and the S10, but no S10 Plus is in stock.
Oh yeah, so they have the
Fuck
S10, the S10e, the S10 Plus, the S10 Note.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. So I go, what the fuck? Is there one nearby in the store? And like when she left to get this, the story within the story, when she left to get the phones from the back room, I looked down at the point of sale, the card reader, and I go, what the fuck? And the title, you know how there's like a store title or a POS title at the bottom of the card reader usually, like the name of the store or whatever. This one says NGGR Grovetown. And I go, what? And okay, so the lady that helped me, nice black lady, and I'm looking at this point of sale and it says NGGR Grovetown, and I'm like, it's gotta just be like, it can't be, there's no way someone maliciously did this, right? I was like, well, there could be like just a shitty person in their IT department.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about this the entire time she's gone. And she comes back, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, I don't know, can you call another store, see if I can get the S10 Plus today, see if I can go and pick it up from them? And she's like, I don't know, I'll give a call to one of the stores, I'll check online, see if they have stock. And so while she's doing this, I decide I'm going to go on my own little secret spy mission. And I step away, and I pretend that I'm looking at... I pretend I'm going to look at like S10 Plus cases or LG V40 cases. I can't remember which one. I pretended to go look at the cases, but on the way I sort of like pretended to like roll my ankle and stumble by the point of sale next to the one I was at, and I look at the fucking card reader and it also says NGGR Grovetown. So I'm like, all right, it's not an account thing. It's got to be a coincidence. Then my brain goes, there's no fucking way that's a coincidence, and they let it fly. And I look and I go, let's do another check. And I look around the store, and every sales rep is black. And I go, oh no, this does not look. It's not looking good for this point of sale. It is not looking good for this point of sale. And I come back after looking at cases. I come back and she's like, we got one in a store about 30 miles from here. And I go, I'll just order it online anyways, because I'll probably get her screen protector and her case online too. So if it comes like Wednesday, that'll give my Amazon shipment time to come here Wednesday. I could pick that up and then have the case and all that shit. And she's like, all right, so I'll see you Wednesday. And I go, hold up. No, I want that new phone, though, for me.
I want the LG, though.
I'm like, I might as well do that today, you know? Why wait? So she does that, sets it up for me. And the whole time she's doing that, I'm going through scenarios of what the fuck this point of sale name is trying to get across. And I'm
What
like,
city are you
there's,
in?
I'm in
Or what city?
Grovetown, Georgia.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, right.
So I'm looking at it and I'm
Okay,
like,
yeah.
did maybe like, I don't know, maybe they just upgraded the system and no one's noticed it? Because I feel like this is something they would absolutely notice. Like, I'm white, so I might not, I don't know. I feel like because I'm white, I'm not as sensitive to like subtle racism as black people would be. I feel like they recognize that shit much better than me because, you know, it's a threat to their livelihood. And I go, there's no way they didn't notice this. They must have noticed this. So it can't be malicious. But then I go, what if they just upgraded and the IT dudes set this up? Like some spiteful motherfucker was like, I can't express my hate in person, so I'm going to do it on a fucking card reader. And so now my mind is running through different scenarios where, like, this couldn't be malicious, but it could be as well.
Right.
So I'm sitting there as she's getting my phone ready, and I just go, and it occurs to me, like, can you even ask about this? Like, what would it look like if the first thing that a white dude thought when he saw these four letters was immediately a slander?
Right.
Like, I'm like, what does it say about me? What is this going to say to her about me? Is she gonna fuck with my account thinking that I'm racist? Like, like what if she? And I'm so now I'm going through my mind like, there's no way I can say anything about this because I don't want her to assume that I'm racist just because I assumed that's what this point of sale was trying to get across. So I'm sitting there fretting, just looking at my old phone. I'm like, I need to transfer my contacts. Meanwhile, in my brain, completely different. There's just wheels turning. There's fucking mathematics going left and right. And then my mouth betrayed me, and I went, I'm sorry, this is distracting me. What's up with this? And I point to the point of sale. She goes, what do you mean? And I go, they didn't know.
And now you gotta explain it.
And I go, yeah. And then another panic sets in, and as that panic sets in, I get like, I can feel myself flushing. I can feel my face and body just turning like I can feel the redness coming to my face, and I go, oh no, this right here, this I don't know the name of the point of sale. It's really, really distracting me, and I can't imagine that it's. And she comes over and she looks at it, and I'm like, it's kind of fucked up. And she goes, oh, that means North Georgia Grovetown. And then dash Grovetown, and I go, oh, thank God. Like, it affected me personally. Like, it was my problem. I go, oh, thank God. And now I'm like, She thinks I'm racist. She dismissed. She didn't giggle. She didn't like try and play it down like, oh yeah, we get that a lot, because she thinks I'm fucking racist. Because my mind immediately went there.
What would you have done if she would have thought you put that there?
I mean, it said, how the fuck would I put that there? But
I would have been like, look at the other ones.
Pretty risky, brother. Pretty risky.
But yeah, exactly. And that's why like my mouth betrayed me when I asked about it. But I was like, if they don't know about this, they need to know. Like that fucking IT dude needs to be fired or something. And then it occurred to me, like, how the fuck, like what made them think that was an all right abbreviation? Like, why wouldn't they just do
because they're not racist. They didn't see it.
NGGT, because it's Grovetown, not Grove Round. Like, GT should be the fucking, that should be the abbreviation. And when I look at NGGT, my mind doesn't immediately go to a slur. Like, it's very,
it goes to nugget.
It's very distracting. And now I'm getting angry at like Verizon fucking corporate. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Why the fuck would they do this? Like, that put me in an awkward situation. And this just shows my white privilege, because I was like, look how fucking inconvenienced I am by this thing almost saying a slur at me. Look at how uncomfortable it made me.
What was the abbreviation?
NGGR.
Then the second one?
Grovetown. It just said NGGR-Grovetown was the title of this register.
Why did it?
I thought you said GGT.
Basically,
that's
no,
what
no,
it should be.
Should be. Why would it?
That one
have
makes me think another racial slur.
GR and Grovetown when the GR stands for
exactly. That was my next thing. So I hit up like the next day. I was like my best friend in the military.
Welcome to the White Knight podcast.
He's already in Germany. That's why I'm super pumped to go to Germany, because they split us up. But like, I hit him up the next morning at work. It was like the end of his day, and I'm like, bruh, you need to fucking hear this story and tell me if I'm fucking racist. Like, you need to let me know now, once and for all, no playing, am I fucking racist? And I tell him the story, and he's like, that's kind of fucked that they would use that abbreviation. And I'm like, fucking right? And I'm like, there's already Grovetown in the name. Why not just have it be NGA Grovetown? Like, I don't get it.
You don't see the slur in the other abbreviation?
No, because there's no L.
No, it's not that. What's the second one you said?
NGGT.
Yeah.
What slur is that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. The GT would have made me think something else.
You know what you should have done?
I don't know why.
I just think nugget if I see NGGT.
Yeah, nugget. That's right. That's what I meant.
No,
nugget isn't a slur.
I can't
Cole.
imagine what slur you're thinking of, Graham.
Cole.
Me neither. I misspoke.
Well,
No, you didn't.
know what else? You
No
should
vowels,
have done?
brother. No vowels.
What up?
So you went to Verizon, and this is all happening at Verizon. Why didn't you get the Just for Kids plan?
That's a good point. You're not wrong. Oh, so the end of the story.
They just released a Just for Kids plan that's more expensive than like the normal plan.
Yeah, it's got more controls. I don't know what their
Kids have less
justification
things
is.
to spend money on.
But no, the end of this story is, yeah, so I left Verizon with the full intent to surprise my wife with a new phone. She's got the busted phone. My phone's perfectly fine. I leave Verizon with a brand new phone.
Her busted phone.
And she's got nothing. I got her. I left that store with fucking nothing for her. My phone. And I'm thinking about that as I go home. And I'm like, she can't see my new phone. Like,
So
she would recognize my new phone. So I opened my phone up, took the SIM card out, put it back into my old phone, and hid my new phone for the next 3 days while her phone came in the mail. So like, up here, this new phone was just sitting at the back of my desk, just sitting there, because she doesn't really come up here. Oh man, it's a good time. Good times at the Verizon store.
That's funny.
Accidental racism. Like, what would you think? Would that be your thought? Like, are they gonna think I'm racist if I point out that this is almost a slur? Like,
I would notice it, but that
I
doesn't mean
probably would have
out.
pointed it out. I would have pointed it out. I
I
can
won't
guarantee.
know.
I
I
would
would
not
have
have.
been like, who the hell would have used this acronym?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would have
That's
said.
fair.
I would have
Yeah.
said, why would you use this acronym?
Like, do you
that's
think
stupid.
do you think they
That's
would have
what I
allowed
would think, but
FGGT?
I don't talk to people in public.
I'm not
Or-
very good at
I would have been like, what's an
or,
acronym?
or what if they
Like,
like
I'm not gonna
would
pretend
they
I would have
would,
pointed it out. I won't even tell you what my order is at McDonald's.
would they allow like CUCK or CUNT? No, they wouldn't, because that would
Because that's
distract
spelling
people.
it.
Well, yeah, but like they wouldn't allow. I don't think they'd allow FGGT either. Or someone would say something about that.
they almost
need
did.
they need to be more.
They only allowed that for the
Cognizant.
Utah branch, okay?
They're just not racist, so they're not aware of it.
No,
They're busy, being
no,
cell phone workers.
So okay, now what I want to know is why did you get the V40 and not the G8 thin Q?
Why would I get the G8 thin Q?
The racist guy
I
went
don't
sell
know.
to him.
And because the promotion was on the V40.
Okay.
The
I don't
V40
know. I
paid
just
off
went to
paid off
Verizon
my current phone,
first
so
thing.
that's why I went with the V40. And I've liked the V series so far. It's been my last 3 phones.
Should have went with the E40.
So, Graham, you have AIDS, huh?
Yep.
No, it turns
In
out
in
it's
a
strep
move
throat.
that surprised no one, Graham's got AIDS.
No. Just strep throat, full blown.
Yeah, sure.
Full blown AIDS.
Strep
Yeah.
throat
Yeah.
from all that deodorant.
No test for you this week, Leash.
Oh man.
Dun dun dun. Don't linger longer, man. I'm in here 3
Because I-
seconds. You guys are talking about fucking chairs.
Person.
So
Dude,
anyone
there's
else?
been
Yeah.
nothing in the news this week, all right?
Anyone
there's
else
been
got any
Jesus
stories?
Christ. Every time I'm out of here, you guys talk about things to sit on. Wasn't the last time I wasn't here, you're talking about fucking urinals? Or what are those things called?
You don't
But
sit on
the,
your. Wait, you're sitting on urinals?
I am.
That's
I
the
am,
bigger
with my pants
story.
all the way down.
Let's detract from that.
Do you
Why
shit
are you
in the
sitting
urinal?
on urinals?
Do you
Yes,
shit
I
in
hate
the
to say-
urinal?
I mean,
I do.
granted, I knew you
do.
were the type that sits down to pee, but
Backwards.
like, why at a urinal? Why not just sit at
No,
the
I
toilet?
face the wall.
Yeah, you
Oh.
face the wall and you like you just sort of slide your feet out instead of bending the legs. You
Hey,
just slide
listen.
your feet out and.
If they're putting cakes in those things, it's not my fault. I
There
gotta
you
sit
go.
down.
Buy one of these next.
No, what are those called? The things that spray your asshole out?
A
That you guys were talking
bidet?
about for extended period of time. The last time I
That
was
is
there.
not a seat. That is a miracle, man.
Well-
Don't diss on the bidet. I've got people
Okay.
to back me up.
Yeah, you guys are intense on that.
Dude, honestly, if they made Jerry, if they made a phone with like a fucking
A bidet. That'd be
No.
fucking dope.
no, if they made
Okay,
if they
except-
made like a phone, if they made like a phone with a like solid front that's not like a touch screen, and then they had it be like a fucking sidekick where you fucking slide the big ass touch screen out.
Yeah,
I'd
like
be
what you
down as
want out of
fuck.
those foldable phones.
Where does it?
No, okay. So since all the world is going crazy with the foldable phones, Oppo just
Oh.
patented a new phone that has a second screen that pops out of the top for a
The
little.
dog food company?
No, that's Alpo.
Isn't that what he just said?
This is
I
Oppo.
swear to God, that's what he just
This is
said.
Oppo.
Oppo.
Oh.
Oppo.
okay.
Oppo.
Oppo.
Oppo. Yeah.
I-
No,
I'm
like-
very confused by it. It's just like a tiny little screen that pops out of the top.
And like I said at the
Like,
beginning,
why?
before the show started, like I said before the show started, if they took a phone and made it the size of a fucking sidekick, could you imagine the power that phone could have? Like they could put a fucking
Yeah.
with the size of fucking
Well, dude, that's what I
graphics
think-
cards, that phone could
Yeah.
have a full fucking graphics card in it, a full fucking processor, and then a fat battery if they just used a fucking like a sidekick.
Well, that's why I
size.
want like the
God, I had a
this
sidekick.
foldable-
I love that fucking phone
Yeah.
so much.
I want the foldable ones to get better.
Oh, Graham's
right.
finally living on the
Graham's
street.
Ah,
Well, we
Yeah.
all
would've-
knew he's homeless.
Who'd have thunk it? Oh my God!
Uh-oh.
How did I know he lived under a billboard?
Yeah, there's no there's people pulling
no,
up.
they're everywhere.
Fuck you.
They're everywhere. There, I will justify Graham for that. I don't think you can go anywhere in Vegas without seeing the fucking billboard.
Graham, we're never not going to pick on you for living in a mobile home. I hope you realize that.
No, I know.
Your home
Yeah.
could be a fucking
That's
castle
fine.
on sliders, and we'd still be like, yeah, but you can move it around, you fucking loser.
On wheels.
Oh man,
Don't do that. Move into a real apartment.
you actually seem like the type that would live in a boat house.
Did you?
Dude, I
don't
would
think so?
consider that to be.
I'd live underground in a bubble.
No, like a boat house. You seem like the type that would live in a boat house and like lure 19-year-old
boat-
girls there.
Boat movie. Boat movie.
I don't know about the second part, but I would definitely consider a boat
Wait,
house.
wait, how old?
19.
Yeah.
Because you're not skeezy
Pushing it.
enough to go for,
Not
for
17.
18 or
No.
17.
They
Yeah.
at least have to have a full year. It's so weird. I'll be like, oh, you're like 3 years older than my daughter. Oh, I can't wait till they're older than my daughter, or my daughter's older than them. It's gonna be creepy. I mean, I'm the only one that isn't
Knowing-
gonna go for.
Knowing you, that'd be a turn on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
not like a.
that's so weird. And no, it wouldn't be at all. I already have a daughter that's that old, like 19.
Okay. Yeah.
She's not allowed over with her friends. They can't go over.
See, that would be the opposite. I'd have her bring her friends over if I were you. I mean, fuck it. You're skeezy. Just go for it.
Yeah, no,
buddy.
I know.
Just
I want
embrace
that.
it. Just embrace
That's why she's. That's why she's not allowed over.
Encourage
No,
it.
I know. Why not? Like I'm gonna go with like a fucking 38-year-old. Get the fuck out of here. Are you crazy? No way. Just kidding. Not really.
Oh man. It's a slow
Oh,
show,
man.
Graham. It's gonna stay a slow
Yeah.
show. There's not
So
shit
yeah.
good news.
there wasn't anything this week.
And I haven't
It's
thought
cool.
of any good questions to ask.
Well, I guess you guys can give an
Did-
RIP to Nipsey, I guess.
Yeah, man. If I knew a song he sang, I'd sing it. I'd pour out some liquor, but I don't know any song he sings at all. But I know him. I've known him. I've known about him for a long time. I have no idea what he does.
Yeah. That's like how I feel. Like I'm not familiar with his work. But
I know he was doing positive things.
dude,
That's what I keep hearing.
oh yeah. He was just about to meet with
The police commissioner and the mayor.
the police commissioner and mayor to try and funnel more money into inner cities to keep kids out of gangs.
What happened? He told the guy that he started telling everybody that the dude was a rat, and he came back and popped him.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
that's what the information we have now.
He was a gangster. I mean, he was a full crip.
Rolling
That's what
60s.
happened, you know. Yep. That's kind of what happens. I mean, I don't know what everyone's surprised about. I mean, if you're a crip and there's another crip in there and you start saying he's a rat, I mean, you can pretty much be guaranteed they're going to come back. So, I mean, it sucks, but
Yeah.
I mean, he shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. What do you do? Like, they're saying that he kicked him out of his store because he didn't want to be associated with him, but he couldn't have. I mean, he couldn't have not known that the guy was going to come back and do something.
Well, I mean, or it could be a dude. I mean, it could be that he knew the dude and he thought the dude wasn't
Yeah.
for real and wasn't going to do
Yeah,
anything.
like 9 times out of 10 it's all talk, dude.
Yeah.
Well, not really there. I mean, that's a dangerous ass area that they were in. I think what is he in Inglewood, or
I think he's I think it was Crenshaw.
Crenshaw and Slauson? What? Yeah, it's just right in between Inglewood, right there. Yeah, that's fucking dangerous right there, man. I mean, it's a whole different world. It's a whole different fucking world. It's just not the same, and they live by different rules.
Well, what do you mean by they?
Well, I'm saying like gangsters like that. They live by different, whether it's white, black, Japanese, it doesn't matter. They all live by a certain set of rules, and it's just a different way of living, like a completely different way of living.
Yeah.
I stayed in Inglewood for a while, and it has very little to do with color at all.
Yeah, it's on
Like
Slauson app.
socio, like a economic standing. Really? Yeah. Crenshaw and Slauson?
It was on
I think,
Slauson.
Famous right there. I think that's Inglewood. I'm pretty sure. That's straight from the forum.
I'm looking right now.
I don't know shit about Oakland. That's Oakland, right?
No, Oakland's Northern California. That's South Central.
Oh,
Oakland. I mean, I would say that Oakland's probably more dangerous, but it's the same as like Baltimore.
That's crazy.
Those kind of areas.
Yeah, it's Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah, it's Inglewood. It's I mean, it sucks, man. He was trying to do good. It's good, but I don't know. I mean, you figure it's gonna happen. Something like that's gonna happen because when nobody's happy for these guys to get money, you know what I mean? When they come back to the hood, like nobody's really happy for them. They're secretly jealous and
yeah.
It's like
well, I mean,
a good thing to do.
Whenever something like this happens, it always happens, and you're back where you're from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Lil Boozy had an interview, like a semi-famous interview on Vlad TV, talking about that's where you get killed at home.
Yep. Yeah, he was crying like he was going crazy when he heard about this.
Nutty.
Yeah, of course. Because people they look at you like, how'd you get out? How'd you get out and I didn't? They think they should be doing the same thing. He probably put on a bunch of people from the neighborhood. Maybe he didn't put this guy on. Crazy. What kind of store was it? Do you know?
It's a clothing store.
Yeah. I think the first report I read was like that it was a sneaker store, but
no, it was his store.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marathon.
Did you guys see it? Did you see the surveillance?
No, is it up?
Oh my God! Yeah, the whole fucking thing is on.
I'm cool not watching a guy get killed. It's
not. You can't. It's not real close. So it's close enough that you can see what's going on. And it's like the dude like pops him like boom, 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 and he leaves and then he comes back and pops him again.
Yeah, nah, I'm fine now. I found out.
I wish I didn't see it.
I'm cool with not.
I saw it before I knew what was going on. Like I saw like they were playing it, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then they were explaining what was going on the news, but they were playing it. But I mean, I probably wouldn't have like sought it out. Maybe I would have. It's crazy though, dude. Like, just think about that. Like, what's going on right there, and you're watching it. We're gonna start seeing a lot more of that shit, dude.
What?
A lot more like
rappers dying?
Well, yeah, of course, but we're gonna start seeing a lot more shit like we haven't seen before, like that Ethiopian airline. Where they had the inside of the airline video from the inside of the airline when it was
yeah. I'm not down with this trend, like
the lively trend.
Yeah,
it's crazy, dude.
I'm really not.
Why is it though? Because there's been cell phones with cameras and shit for a long time. Like, why are we now starting to see like the inside of planes and
for fucking likes?
No, I know, but was it not possible before? Was the Wi-Fi not strong enough to get the video to a server or something?
Oh, maybe
before.
A bit of both, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of that, but then it's also people have a sickening fascination with it.
Yeah. Don't you think that that's they're able to?
People, like for the last 10 years, people have been posting fucking killings on Facebook, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The beheadings and shit. Yeah, that's crazy. But I feel like that has like a political purpose. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's why they're doing it. Like to film the inside of an airplane when they know they're gonna crash. Or they don't know, or whatever the fuck it is, they're gonna crash. Weird.
If I was in that plane and I had service, I'd whip my phone out. Sure,
I would. I'd be fucking hysterical.
Oh yeah,
I'd be running up and down my aisles. They were all very calm. Way more calm than I thought they should be.
Well, because you knew they were gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they probably didn't think that, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't
in
hear
that
about
situation,
that.
You kind of got to have like a little bit of hope, or else, yeah, you are gonna lose it.
Yeah, the guy that's filming it, he just takes the camera, he looks and he like gives himself like a selfie kind of look, and then you just hear like a baby crying in the background, and the flight attendants are walking up and down the aisle, and that's it. That'd be a whole fucking mess. Did you see that accident, that Ethiopian flight?
No.
How it fell out of the motherfucking sky, dude. Like I've
Dude,
never seen before. Like it
the
just
entire
stopped
story,
working.
the entire fucking no. The problem is that like there's like software that if it detects it's stalling, it drops the nose of the plane, and like the pilots, it wasn't part of the training for any of these Max jets how to disable it. Like there's a way to disable it, but like Boeing didn't release it with the rest of the training.
No, because you got to pay extra for that.
You know, shocked the shit out of me. The Ethiopia didn't have fucking airplanes, dude. I'm not kidding about that. Like it is very surprising to me coming from like my generation to know that Ethiopia has an airplane.
Ethiopia's pretty advanced for.
I didn't realize that, dude, at all.
Yeah.
Well, last I heard Ethiopia.
No, I mean it always was, but then through World War II, Italy fucked it over, and then a lot of people spent a lot of money kind of bailing it out, kind of like Japan.
How'd they get that song done? They sent Stevie Wonder over there? Is that what happened? Because the last I heard, Ethiopia was fucking starving. That's that We Are the World. That whole song, that whole thing was about Ethiopia.
That was 30 years ago.
Okay, don't even tell me that you're not a little bit surprised that Ethiopia has a full
years ago, man.
airplane.
A lot of stuff changes in 30 years.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you don't hear about it though. You know what I mean? Like literally, the last thing I heard about Ethiopia was that everybody was hungry, and the next thing I know, they have a full-blown airport. It's just it's like you don't think about it.
No, just because.
Especially with
most
Africa,
of them are hungry. There's still probably like 5 rich dudes who have an airport.
African countries fucking drop in and out of poverty,
right?
Every fucking week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, these people they're getting on the airplane. Like they're not totally excited. Like I didn't. It just you don't think about it. I guess I don't know because they made a big fucking deal about that, dude. In the 80s, they made a humongous deal about
Well, they also made a big deal about AIDS, and we already passed up the fact that you got AIDS like 15 minutes ago.
It's not a terminal illness anymore. It's treatable.
Yeah, buddy.
That's really more. It's not AIDS. It's treatable.
It's not what?
It's the leading up to the AIDS. It's the leading up to the AIDS.
Yeah, the bareback fucking. What do you mean?
No,
HIV.
I mean, that's treatable. Yeah.
Oh.
The HIV. The HIV is treatable, not curable, but treatable. AIDS is it's once you can't. It's too far. I mean,
that's
you can.
The land of no return.
Yeah, it's the point of no return. I think they have they've got like 2 people now that have technically been like cured of it.
Yeah, what's that?
But that was from like. Yeah, he was one of them. And then there's another guy that's
taught me it was a money gun, just injecting money into his bloodstream.
I think that was a whole bunch of bullshit.
You don't say. South Park being
you think he didn't have it? Oh.
There's some other guy, I think that he did some sort of a bone marrow like transplant thing or whatever from somebody.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest and investigation into the whole bone marrow transplant.
Yeah, and the only people that can really do that option though are ones that have like cancer that's not getting treated from anything else or cured from anything.
Right. So they're infecting people with HIV that have cancer, right, to kill the cancer?
No.
And then they treat the HIV?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing.
This guy had HIV and cancer.
I'm not taking medical advice from Graham.
No.
I'm telling you, look it up. I'm pretty sure this could be one of my Canadian things.
No,
I'm pretty sure that the way they're
there was an idea to do what Graham is saying, or the other way around. I don't think
cancer will kill you,
but they had
cancer's terminal.
Had that idea of like,
cancer's terminal. Okay, good.
Most are. Well, no, like the idea was to give you a stage of cancer that isn't terminal to try to see if it will get rid of AIDS or vice versa.
No, I think it was the other way around. I think that cancer is terminal, HIV is not now. So they infect the cancer with HIV, and it kills the cancer. I'm pretty sure that's how they were doing it.
I don't know.
But then again, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Around something like that. Yes, there was that theory for that. I don't think it works.
I don't either.
I have heard that theory.
It's like fucking leeches.
Exactly.
Okay, this will work.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just get a leech for your cold or your flu.
Let's throw rocks at it. Let's throw rocks at the AIDS. It might work.
leeches do what is it? There is some
Suck the
there
fuck
there
out of your
are
skin?
medical benefits of leeches. They just aren't like put leeches like if you put leeches on an infection it tends to help, but like you don't
They use maggots to get rid of like dead flesh.
necrotized
Necrotic
flesh.
Yeah.
Those little fish that eat your feet. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna be real. I've only ever seen black women in that in those spas, like the fish spas.
In the fish thing?
I've
Fuck
only
that, I'm doing that.
never seen a black dude, a white dude, a white woman, or any other demographic of people. Only black women in the fish spas. So I don't know I don't know if that's like a black woman thing or maybe it's just a local thing, but
I know I'm not doing it.
Leeches cleared for medical use by the FDA.
Leeches are cleared?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude,
Oh my god, that thing is
let's
huge.
get on the leeches. Come on, boys.
Fuck yeah, put
I
that shit.
got a headache. Got to bleed me.
Going through some nicotine withdrawal. I'm gonna go get my leech.
I got the vapors.
What about? Yeah, I've been reading about some weird shit lately about what they're doing to, like, in the medical field.
They use leeches for looks like reattachment surgery. Like if you cut something off, like if you have something cut off and they reattach it, they'll put leeches so that way it'll continue to remove old blood until the new veins get all hooked up and start working again.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's definitely interesting.
They have coagulant. It makes the blood stop.
Anticoagulant.
Anticoagulant.
Or
Yeah.
Flag. I can't even say that word. You're lucky. I put the anti in front of it, and I'll be all fucked up. Coagulant.
Yeah, coagulant is bad to have in your blood system. Like that's what causes blood clots.
Jeff Bezos, after filing for divorce, will still be the richest man in the world, and now wants to launch 3,236 satellites into the world for broadband.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to do it for free, right?
I doubt it for free.
Nothing's ever.
Wait,
free,
who?
I'm sure you'd have to give
Bezos,
up. I'm sure you'd have to give up a rack of data and everything.
Yeah. It's included in your Amazon Prime subscription that's going up by $100.
Well, Elon Musk was talking about doing something like that, right? In Africa.
Yeah, Elon Musk wanted to do that a while ago, but I think Bezos actually has the money, but can also make the money back from doing that.
No,
What about that Elon Musk rap song? Didn't that happen this week?
No, there's not. What do you mean? Oh God, tell me more, please. Elon Musk raps. Oh God.
Yeah, he made a Harambe song.
Oh Jesus Christ! I have to see this.
No.
Can we play this?
Nope. Absolutely not. I could not.
It's pretty.
Can we play that girl getting punched? Can we do that one more time?
Yeah, we'll play that on loop instead.
I don't know if I could handle Elon Musk rapping. I don't know if I could. I could barely handle him talking. He's a weird guy, man. Hear him on Joe Rogan. We're saying he can't take it anymore. He's gonna end up doing something weird. Like I bet you he ends up. I don't know what.
Trying to destroy the world, dude.
Yeah, something weird's gonna happen because he's saying I can't turn it off, and he's like looking around and shit. Like he's just a full weirdo, you know? Like
is he still dating Grimes? Are they still together?
Mark Grimes? I don't know.
I think so.
No.
I think so, but I don't know.
That's odd because I like Grimes is a weirdo too though. She makes some good music, but she's a fucking weirdo too.
I mean, everyone that Elon Musk has ever dated, it's been pretty fucking weird. If you look through his history.
Well, he's weird.
Yeah.
He's weird. He's saying
He's saying what? The fuck is he saying, Graham?
Can't turn the idea. He's haunted. Some weird's gonna happen with him. I guarantee it.
Damn it, we missed it. We missed what he's saying.
Oh, sorry.
So what now?
Watching weird videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
We're just gonna call it.
It's
now
all right.
we're
It's
in?
okay. We got nothing. Every once in a while. We got a lot all the time. We have a lot all week, all the time.
So
It's okay to have nothing.
Concrete might be back in May. There's a chance he could come back in May.
Chance.
Yeah. Apparently
he'll be back.
the job he's doing is seasonal. So
Fingers crossed.
hopefully he can
He'll be
come
back.
Man. The show
That's all I needed was a taste.
I realized like the show is so much more enjoyable with Graham.
I know. Thank you. That's nice of you.
Concrete. I was
Freudian slip.
Yeah, I was reading the chat. And
Yep, sure.
Where you were talking about AIDS.
It's all right, pal.
Yeah. I'm not paying attention well. All right.
All right.
Let's call
Check
it.
out, folks.
Let's call it. Let's end it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm good.
We're out of shit to talk about. No
I'm
one else
tired
has any
anyway.
stories.
For real. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Right.
What?
Later.
Someone said wait.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
nobody said wait.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, everyone. Next week.
Huh?